Good morning, everyone. Welcome back.
Good morning.
Welcome back to another sunny but slightly hazy day on the finca. Guess what? Our pump turned up. All the grief I gave him, it must have worked. It was in the bar, of course, but we know they take them there now. So when they said they delivered it, we just go up to the bar and pick it up. So I need to get that done today. I'm gonna test it before I take the old pump out. I'll just rig it up to our suction pipe, and yeah, that should be quite easy, just to make sure it's all working before I go to the length of taking the other one out. So yes, that's one job I've got to do today. We'll see how far we get. I need to go and get
we need to try and get some more chain link fence because we haven't got enough to finish the stable enclosure, which is not good.
There's not enough hours in the days at the moment.
No, I had a busy day yesterday running around doing errands and shopping. So yeah, this morning I sat having breakfast and looking at my cucumbers, which you can't see, but they were just to my right, looking very sorry. They were all covered in a very, very minute little white insect, which didn't particularly bother us.
The praying mantis had gone.
But, yeah, praying mantis had gone, otherwise he'd probably have eaten them.
Some of them.
Or she, because it was a female.
She, yes.
But yeah, they were looking a bit sad. The cucumbers that we had left weren't getting any bigger. They've been like this for a couple of weeks now, just weren't getting any bigger, tiny ones. So I thought it's time to plant the peas anyway. The peas are going to go great up against that wall because they've got a nice frame to climb up.
We've never had much joy with peas, have we? We tried last year,
but I think we planted them last year when it was too hot.
In the wrong place as well. So
and in the wrong place.
We've got them soaking. Yeah. You recommend you soak them for 12 hours. So yes.
We're going to top up that tub with some more compost and then plant the peas.
Excellent.
And with regards to our cucumbers, we're going to have a go at pickling them. Just be like gherkins, I guess.
Yeah, we're not sure how to do it yet.
Yeah, so I need to trip into town again to get some vinegar at some point. And yeah, we'll have a go at pickling them. So we'll let you know how we get on with them.
Yeah, we're still researching that. Apparently you don't just put them in vinegar.
No.
For long-term pickling, apparently you need to use a vinegar that's more than 5% acid. The white wine vinegar that we're planning on using is 6%, so that's good.
So that's perfect. Bit of salt, bit of sugar.
You boil it up and with some water, you boil it, and then put it in your jars, let it cool, give it a shake every day. It takes about 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
So we'll do a bit more research anyway, and we'll get on with doing that too. The olives, we changed them again this morning.
Yeah, they're still not quite ready.
Tint of green.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're getting there. So we'll keep you updated on those. Any changes. So, yeah.
Nothing more to say really, let's just crack on. So this is the tub in question where the peas are going to go. As I say, we've already got this wire mesh on the wall, so it'd be perfect for the peas. And the cucumbers did really well there. It's just this last week or so that they've not been looking so great. So I'm just going to top it up with some fresh compost. Should do. And then it's ready for the peas.
Right, okay, we've got a slight spanner in the works already. The washing machine's on. It's on a hot wash. It's got 1 hour 41 left to go, so I can't do the pump until this is done. So we're going to go into town and see if we can get some more fencing. Right, so failed again dismally. We need 1.5 meters height. He's only got 1 meter or 2 meters or 1.75 meters behind me, which apparently is sold anyway. So we're gonna have to come. He said it's Monday or Tuesday, so we'll come back on Tuesday to be sure he's got it. Hey ho, next stop, Okay, so we're back. We managed to get a couple of litres of white wine vinegar from the supermarket, 6%, whatever it is, concentration. So that's absolutely perfect for pickling. So Sharon's going to have a look at that in a little bit. In the meantime, I'm going to get this pump. I'm just going to take the suction pipe, stick it in there, and plug it in and see if water comes out of here. I might have to put a little pipe on there just so it doesn't spray everywhere. But what it does say in the instructions is put a screwdriver through and turn the mechanism round to make sure it's free, and this one actually feels to have more resistance than the other one, so I'll take that as a positive. So let's go and have a look. Okay, so back in position. This is my suction pipe out of the tank. Sorry, I didn't mean to shake that then. So all I need to do is disconnect this from here, disconnect that from there, put that in there, connect that back up. I will fill it full of water, even though this doesn't leak. This is here temporary because we did have a tiny leak on it. I thought that may have been affecting it, but it wasn't, obviously. So I'm just going to rig this up temporarily. I'll probably put a top on this to point it back into there, and then we'll plug it in and see what happens, see if any water comes out of it. So I'll get that done and come back to you very shortly. Right, okay, so it's plumbed in for my suction pipe. I've got an exit pipe there I've just put on. It's full of water. If I plug this in, water should come out of here now at a hell of a rate. So we go. A bit of hissing. Right, let's stick a bit more water in it and see what it does. And Geronimo, there we go. Right. Now that we know that it works, we can run this up properly. I'm going to make another hole somewhere about here, so that's a straight drop down. It used to run through there, but there was a tiny leak under there, so I took it out. So I'm just going to do it, put it to here, fill a hole through, put an angle on it, and our pump's going to be over there. So yeah, I'll get that done.
Meanwhile, back in the kitchen, got my cucumbers, found a jar. I've put the cucumbers, they're not cooked yet or anything, but I've put them in the jar so that I can measure how much liquid I need to cover them. It came out at 320 ml, which is not ideal because to a litre of white wine vinegar we need a tablespoon of salt and half a tablespoon of sugar. So what I'm going to do is, instead of 320 ml, I'm going to make up 500 ml of pickling solution. What I need to do first is clean off the cucumbers, Spanish cucumbers, pepinos they're called, pepinos. They're very knobbly, have little spiky bits on the outside, so I'm going to brush all of those off. Obviously make sure the cucumbers are clean, slice them to go better in the jar. In the meantime, I need to sterilise my jar, so I've just boiled my kettle, and then obviously make the pickling vinegar, which I just put the vinegar, the salt and the sugar in a saucepan and bring it to the boil. So I'll come back to you shortly. Right, so the vinegar solution is ready. I've washed and slice the cucumbers, and apologies, they're pepino, not pepina, and without the accent on the end, so apologies for that. So I've sliced them, I'm leaving the little tiny ones as they are, whole. Pop them in the jar, which has just been sterilised, like so. And top it up with the vinegar. Oh, it doesn't smell very nice. boiled vinegar. But hey, hopefully in 3 to 4 weeks we'll have some nice pickled cucumbers. Exciting. Right to the top. Put the lid on tight. Turn it upside down. Et voila! I'll let you know what they taste like. Finally, the bed's all ready now for the peas to go in. I've just dubbed out with my little stick 6 holes, about 2 inches deep. My peas have been soaking, so I'm just going to pop them in, cover them up and water them. Simples. Lost my hole. Cover them in. And a bit of water. Happy days.
Okay, so our feed pipe, our suction pipe is in, the pump's primed. I've just had the water coming out of there like you saw before. It's full. I'm just going to leave it now for 15-20 minutes just to make sure I've got no leaks and that level stays where it is. Then we can carry on putting it back together. But so far, so good. Okay, wonderful. Half an hour later, it's still full. That's good enough for me. Now we can get this thing on. This is the pressure regulator. Switches it on and off, controls the pump. So that way up. Put some of our sealing stuff around it. We might have a result with this today, I hope. Winding round. What I think we'll do when this is on, we'll do the same again and make sure it's coming up, and then at least this will be full then as well, because we're going to have to wiggle the pump about a bit probably to get it where we want it. Right. They don't make them easy though. So now I've got to get him in with the pump in this position. I can actually move it out a little bit. There we go. So we get another turn on him, get him round to where we want him. You're only supposed to tighten these by hand. You know what, I reckon that'll do. I can see my controls at the back and I can see my gauge on this side. So now I'm going to put this back on here, on the top, plug it in and see what happens. I'll push them over there a bit. Okay. Pushing a bit of pipe in it. Oh dear. bend him out of the way there. Right, I'll have to move the camera because I need to lift the lid up for the tank so it will go back in there. Right, oh, it's working. It's pressured up. The gauge is holding. The green light's on. He seems pretty happy where he's sitting. I've actually put the outside tap on the bottom one this time and put one on the top. So I'm just going to screw him down there, I think, and then we'll test him. We'll take you to the kitchen and see if it comes out the tap. Fab, we're done. Look, excellent, it works. Brilliant. That's a bit of a relief. The savers are stacking solar. Plus that other pump, if you remember, it was actually sometimes it was just running on and not switching itself off automatically as well. So you know, who knows how many times it did that when we weren't paying attention to it. Again, hammering our power. But yeah, that's happy day. It's working. We'll keep an eye on it for a couple of days. Check it for leaks on the joints I've just done, and yeah, just generally keep an eye on it, and hopefully it'll give us years of pain-free water.
Well, another day done on the Finca. We've almost achieved our goal for this week. We've got one day left tomorrow. If we can get that other the second solar panel fitted,
we'll get it done.
Yeah, then we've not done bad. And of course, the stable, we ran out of chain link fence. We've been
done
this
half
afternoon.
Of it. We've failed dismally.
Yeah, been this afternoon to try and get some, as you know. We've got to order it, so it won't be ready till Tuesday. So that is beyond our control, really.
But half of it's done, so
yeah. Everything else we set out to do. Andy's changed the pump.
Yeah.
We've
the pump's using 400 watts, which is half what they say it's supposed to be rated at 370, but you know, give or take a bit. But yeah, less than 400 or a bit less maybe. So it's half what the other one was using. And as I said earlier, the other one just used to keep on running. It wasn't cutting itself off.
No.
So you know, we don't know how long it's been doing that when we've not been attending it and noticed it.
Yeah.
So hopefully our power will be a lot better. Certainly the other panel's helping.
Yes, definitely.
Another one tomorrow that we're going to be in, definitely, is going to help. So yeah, fab. So
yeah,
anything?
No, really.
We've got pickles.
Sown the peas. We've taken down the cucumbers and pickled them.
Looking forward to them.
Olives not quite ready yet. Still need a few more rinses, I think, but nearly there. So we'll soon be making brine for the olives.
Yeah, fab.
Yeah, not a bad day when all is.
No, I'm really happy
considered.
that pump's on. Really pleased. Yeah, it's only going to be a big help to us. Right, okay, so yeah, that's it for today. We'll be back tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks to all the subscribers, and of course thanks to all the people that have supported us. If you can buy us a beer in the link below, because it's thirsty work always. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, folks.